Thank you so much for joining us for Fox 4 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Elise Chingari. Tonight, a local coalition has called on City of Fort Myers leaders at a press conference today to bring back a monument of Confederate General Robert E. Lee, the City Council removed back in January. Fox 4's Keenan Scott talked about what's driving that push to have the monument restored and also heard from the city as well as from the NAACP to clarify what this all exactly means.
Much support is coming forth to mount a campaign to restore the memorial.
Restore the memorial. That was the rallying cry of a local coalition that includes members of a group called Save Southern Heritage Florida, who say they believe a bust and pedestal of Confederate General Robert E. Lee was wrongfully removed from its site on Monroe Street in Fort Myers. The monument was on display for more than 50 years before it was removed in the summer of 2020 during protests about racial inequality. Fort Myers City Council then voted to remove it permanently last year. For David McAllister, that was a step too far.
I'm disgusted at the City Council for what they did. I think they need to own up what they did, which was to steal the monument from this place.
Jacqueline McMiller, who was the secretary for the Lee County NAACP, disagrees with McAllister's assessment.
I don't see any reason why they would even make that allegation other than just to bring attention to them and to their need for attention as well.
McMiller agrees that the monument should be on display, but in a different setting, like a museum, so that people can learn its history.
Our children need to see everything, the good, the bad, and the ugly.
But doesn't think it should be shown in a public space.
It does not need to be right in the middle of the city where we have a multitude of different people and ethnicities that it can truly bring trauma.
Fort Myers Mayor Kevin Anderson says that the bust and pedestal was vandalized and that played a role in its removal.
It was knocked off the pedestal, and I believe it wound up in the possession of the Sons of the Confederate Veterans.
For now, the pedestal remains locked away, with the city in the process of figuring out a place for it. But Mayor Anderson says it's not likely to reappear on Monroe Street.
I don't believe that there's an appetite amongst the council to have that pedestal returned back to the original location.
And for many of the people who showed up here at Monday's press conference, they want the bust and the pedestal back in the city of Palms.
They have civil rights too. They have a legacy and they're entitled to honor their legacy just like everybody else.
In Fort Myers, Keenan Scott, Fox 4.